Hey everybody, it's me, Super Paul Games, and welcome back to Made with Perfection. So we're gonna let her rest this last day. She's done all her training, getting ready for a big maid fight. I decided to have her rest. She needed to relax before the fight. Nabi nodded and excused herself to her room. Nabi definitely deserved a break. Now make me my dinner! The day started to end. Nabi fixed me dinner before excusing herself for the night. Ugh, I went to bed myself. Tomorrow's the moment of truth. The next morning was full of silence that sent chills down my spine. Today was the day Red and Nabi would fight to see who was the better maid. Oh, women are always fighting. I was confident in Nabi. She had to win. She was so determined to win already. There was no way Red could match her. You know what? Maybe we should have bought Nabi a gun. Then she wouldn't have had to practice all these days. She could have just shot the person. I hit the wrong button. As Nabi entered my room with breakfast, she presented me with a letter with a red wax seal. I opened it and read aloud the contents of the letter.
Today's battle will take place in the designated area determined by the Code of Maids. Please arrive promptly by noon, or face losing your maiden title as per your disqualification.
I don't mind losing my title. I can go back to being lower middle class or whatever, but I don't want Nabi to get screwed over or get killed in the fight. What, designated arena? There's a designated arena? Wait, great job, CIA or whoever planned the Killer Maids thing. How are you going to hide it when you have an arena to show it off? Maybe this is on pay-per-view. Maid-per-view! Oh, your mouth is delicious. I looked at Nabi, who closed her eyes and took a breath. I had to assume she knew where this place was, so I didn't ask. I dressed and ate quickly, not wanting to make us late, and off we went. The guy who had brought me here drove us towards our destination that I didn't know of. I sat beside Nabi as she stared ahead at the partition. I looked at her and wanted to speak, but I could tell that she was focused on thinking about the match. She must have been nervous as her hands gripped the hem of her dress like vices. Ooh, pull it up a little bit. Is this a bad time? I could leave her alone, but no, I want to show I'm supportive of her murder-death maid spree. I'll put my hand on hers. Hopefully she's okay. I'm going to touch a cute girl. Oh! I didn't want to break her thoughts, but I gently placed my hand over hers and gave it a small squeeze. I've got something you can squeeze. It's charming. She didn't break her gaze from the partition, but she released her dress and gently held my hand and squeezed back. Oh, a cute girl. A queef girl? A cute girl is holding my hand. I smiled, and she knew that I believed in her, and my hand squeeze was my silent route for her. I took her silent reply as acknowledgement of such. We drove for a good half an hour before reaching a building that looked like a small arena.
What the? An arena?
Is there going to be, like, a sign in front of the arena? Are they going to be like, Oasis and Maid Death Fight? As we stepped inside, we were greeted by a perfect circle of people and maids either cheering or booing at our arrival. Why are you booing me? I don't even know you people. It's just like going home for a family reunion. I looked around and noted at least 30 nobles, each having one or even two maids apiece. I suddenly felt incredibly small Paul. I turned my gaze to across the small arena, seeing Angela stare at me from an elegant chair with Red beside her with her usual evil smirk. Yeah, that's kind of evil. I don't know. Maybe she's got gas. I glared as Nabi and I walked forward towards the ring designating the fighting area. You think the maid who wins has to clean up the other maid? Like, if she chopped our maid all up afterwards, does she have to clean her up still because she's a maid? Angela stood and followed. Red a step behind her. When we reached the ring, Red and Nabi continued forward into the fighting area as Angela and I stopped.
Well, middle-class rat, I didn't expect you to show up on time. Usually, vermin scurry around and forget about important things like this.
Usually, rats sneak into your cupboards and eat your food and poop in there. That's what I'm going to do after this match, Angela. I'm going to eat your food and poop in your cupboards. All of your cupboards. So much poop you've never seen before.
Not on your life. I may be from a working class, but I at least worked hard at what I did.
Sitting around and playing video games while my maid made me food.
Red, make this quick. This fight will be finished within a minute. Do you understand?
Yeah, no.
Absolutely, ma'am.
Red cracked her neck and grinned evilly at Nabi. Leave Nabi alone.
So I finally get to show you who the real best maid is. I've been so impatient. I almost snuck out of my master's home to fight you out of pure anxiousness.
Red, you need to get a hobby or find TV or something, because you got some issues. I think you need a shrink, girl.
Whatever scare tactic you're using won't work, Red. I'm not afraid of you.
I'm not either. You're the kind of psycho girl I would date.
Oh, you should be. You really should be. After all, I don't intend to let you win. Your ass is mine.
No, her ass is mine. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? Awkward.
Come and try to get it.
Oh, why didn't Nobby say that to me? Oh, why don't the cute girls tell me to get their ass? Angela stepped back and crossed her arms. I stepped away from the ring, focusing on Nobby's back. She had to win. She had to win! The speakers surrounding the arena woke with the sounds of blips clicking through the air. 1 blip, 2 blip, red fish, blue fish. Look at those next-gen fighting graphics. At the 3rd blip, Nobby and Red charged at each other. Red unsheathed the knife and Nobby ran at her unarmed. Don't run with a knife, you could hurt yourself. With a swipe, Red tried to slash at Nobby, but her dagger didn't make its dodging target as Nobby stepped back and started to move defensively. Nobby kept circling and stepping away from Red, trying to maintain distance from the blade that could end her career and her life. I stared and leaned in with anticipation. Nobby had trained really hard for this. Almost as hard as I was. She had to beat Red somehow. As Nobby began to come... Oh, wow. Oh, come close to the arena ring line. She tried to twirl around Red, but she was blocked and dodged an incoming thrust of Red's knife.
Hold still!
Finally, Red closed the distance, trying to land her target perfectly. I tensed up. This couldn't be. Nobby, no! With perfect grace, Nobby was able to dodge Red's knife and disarm her as soon as they were close enough to almost collide.
What?
Finish her, Nobby! As Red stared in shock, Nobby began to slam punches and kicks at her opponent. That's my girl! That's my girl kicking the crap out of your maid! I watched in awe. Oh man, maybe I don't want to date Nobby, because if we get in a fight, she could beat me up. I watched in awe as Nobby took to a strong offense. This was almost the complete opposite of how she fought a week ago. Instead of having a strong defense, she was the one landing the blows at Red. Vag punch her real good! Who could only try to dodge or block with her hands. Red crouched down and swept a foot around to try and trip Nobby, but Nobby flipped back masterfully. We're all going to see your panties then, and slid back in towards Red to continue her barrage of hits. Every hit Red threw at her enemy, Nobby was able to maneuver around and defend against it before attacking back and landing her hits perfectly.
Red! What are you doing?
Yeah, Angela, your maid sucks. Deal with it.
Ah!
Wait, Angela, did you get kicked out of this program then if your maid loses?
Ah!
With a loud cry, Nobby slammed her foot into Red's stomach. Oh, I hope it makes her puke, and sent her flying out of the ring, causing the speakers to blare a loud blip, and some of the crowd to cheer wildly while the rest grumbled in defeat for betting against Nobby. The speakers sounded, declaring Nobby the winner in a robotic yet strangely excited tone. You have won! Nobby's the greatest! That is weird. What? She won? Red curled into a ball. Cry, bitch! Holding her stomach as Angela ran to her, crouching down like a mother to her child. Yeah, you're a great mother if you make your kid knife fight other kids. Nobby, however, turned back and ran to me with a happy grin.
I did it! I did it!
I always believed in you, Knob Gobbler. Instantly, she leapt into my arms, hugging me tightly. Oh, I'm going to feel her boobs on my chest. I caught her and spun her around happily. She did it!
You did it!
Now you can go back to the mansion and get back to cleaning and making me food. We held on to each other for a bit before I let go, lowering her to the ground gently. It's because you didn't drop her. We both smiled wildly at each other in pride.
Red, are you okay?
Yeah, ma'am. I
think she pooped herself. Nobby and I looked over to see Red gripping to her stomach tightly, with Angela purely concerned, hovering over her maid. Red was coughing. I could tell that a rib or two was broken from Nobby's kick. That's what you get, Red, for trying to stab my girl. As much as I wanted to feel bad, she kind of deserved it. Nobby and I walked towards our ex-opponents, causing Angela to look up at me. What's up now, Angela? You ought to get some money, too, to buy a shirt to cover those tits, you whore. She didn't glare, however. She had a look mixed with concern for her maid and defeat of the situation.
I guess you do belong with us. You've trained your maid well.
Yeah, it was all me. I played video games and told her what to do. It's how life works, Angela. Maybe you need a man to tell you what to do. Oh, I said it!
I didn't train her. She trained all on her own. She wanted to fight to stay with me.
That's true. Nobby's pretty damn cool. Red looked weakly up at Nobby, growling. However, her face couldn't lie. She was defeated, and she knew it.
I guess I underestimated you. That's one hard-ass kick.
Who's got a hard ass?
It's fine. However, now you know who's the true top maid, right?
I expected Red to spit at her or get back up for round two. However, Red simply smirked. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong mouse button. I got too excited by all the maid cute action. Nabi, kick her in the stomach again, it's funny.
Whatever. I'll change that someday. I swear on it.
I stared mildly surprised at the situation. I thought Red was evil. I thought she wanted to humiliate Nabi. Nabi smirked before crouching down and holding out her hand to Red, who took it weakly and shook it.
For now, you can be top maid. Keep the title warm for me for when I come back and take it.
I'll wait until you try.
Spit up blood, Red. I looked at Nabi and smiled. She really was kind, even to her opponents. She's gonna be a terrible assassin, but still, she worked hard to stay with me, and I was happy that she could. Nabi was with me to stay. When we went home, I couldn't help but let out a relieved sigh. That was a weird week. Before, I had my job, and now there were maid fights. Nabi got to stay with me, and I got to keep my title. As much as I didn't do a lot, I still felt accomplished. Wow, I was really accomplished eating breakfast today. As a representative for Nabi, I was proud of her. She celebrated by making a large cake for dessert, and really, she doesn't get a rest? I should make the cake for her after that. Oh boy, was it amazing. I was stuffed and went to bed a very happy and full person that night. One thing was for certain, though, she was the best maid that ever lived. Good ending, successful. Well, everybody, that's the end of Maid with Perfection. I was kind of hoping they'd have some more ending graphics like we remade out, but no, I just kind of leered up her skirt, and then that happened. If you'd like to try it yourself, there's a link in the description. I enjoyed the game. The pacing was pretty good. Sometimes with visual novels, the pacing is terrible. The voice work was really cool, and I really liked the artistic style. So all in all, I had a lot of fun. Thanks to the people who made the game, and thank you all for hanging out and watching it. I'll see you all in the next Let's Play. Goodbye!